Welcome to Hard Road Theater's Stage-at-Home radio serials, where we step back in time and bring you stories and tales from the golden age of radio. Tonight, we visit the Wild West with the Lone Ranger, a half-hour visit with the masked man and his faithful companion Tonto. Tonight's episode of The Lone Ranger is brought to you by the generous support of Terra Properties. Formed in 1976, Terra Properties has grown to become one of the leading property management firms in Southern Illinois, assisting with the management, maintenance, leasing, sale, and development of a wide variety of commercial and residential properties. Call them at 1-800-736-8669, or you can visit them on the web at www.terraproperties.com. That's www.terraproperties.com. A fiery horse with the speed of light, a cloud of dust, and a hearty Hi-Yo Silver, the Lone Ranger. With his faithful Indian companion Tonto, the daring and resourceful masked rider of the plains led the fight for law and order in the early western United States. Nowhere in the pages of history can one find a greater champion of justice. Return with us now to those thrilling days of yesteryear. From out of the past come the thundering hoofbeats of the great horse Silver. The Lone Ranger rides again.
Come on, Silver. Let's go, big fella. Hi-Yo, Silver! Away!
Late one afternoon, the Lone Ranger's Indian friend Tonto entered Marshal Jack Forbes' office in Copper City in northern Texas.
How, Marshal Forbes?
Yeah? Who's that? Well, I'll be a two-toed grasshopper. Tonto, how in the world are you?
Oh, me fine.
Where's the Lone Ranger?
Oh, him in Hills, north of town.
Well, I reckon the two of you come to this part of the country to see your old friends Clarabelle, Hornblow, and Thunder Martin.
No, we not come to see Clarabelle and Thunder this time. We come this way to look for crook named Shelby.
Shelby. I never heard of the critter.
Well, him wanted for murder in Kansas. We trail him long time.
You must have if you followed him this far.
We lose trail 2 day ago. Masked man hope find killer straying in Hills. Him send me here to tell you to be on lookout for feller with big scar across forehead.
Uh-huh. Where do you lose this trail, Tonto?
On north side of Sunflower River.
Haven't been able to pick it up since, huh?
No.
Well, if he's a killer, the sooner he's captured, the better.
That right.
I'll tell my deputies to be on the lookout for this Shelby feller. Then I'll ride to the Lone Ranger's camp with you. All three of us will look for that rat's trail.
Uh-huh. That good.
Just give me time enough to talk to the boys, and I'll be right with you, Tonto.
Whoa there! Whoa!
Meanwhile, Thunder Martin drew rein at Clarabelle Hornblow's kitchen door and hurried inside. The ex-mule Skinner's face was flushed with excitement.
Well, say, Clarabelle, I'm rich. I've struck it rich.
What do you say?
I found gold, Clarabelle. My luck's changed. I'm through working for wages. I'm gonna be a millionaire.
Hold on, Thunder. Now take it easy.
It's the greatest thing that ever happened to me. When I saw that gold,
Will you quiet down, you mutton-headed idiot?
Huh? What's wrong?
A feller named Shelby came to the door a little while ago, asking for a place to rest and a meal. He lost his horse and gear crossing Sunflower River.
Where is he?
In the next room, you big jughead. I'll bet he heard every word you said.
Well, doggone, you should have warned me.
I would have if I had a chance. Now, let's step outside so as we can't be overheard.
Yeah. He won't hear us talking out here.
Now, where'd you find the gold, Thunder?
They're down by the creek, about 5 miles from here.
You don't know a doggone thing about prospecting.
Huh?
But if you're right about this, if you really have found gold, you'd better keep quiet about it.
Don't worry. I'm not going to risk losing the strike to a claim jumper. I'll put my horse in the corral.
Good. I'll go inside and put supper on the table.
When the food was on the table, Thunder roused Shelby. The killer came to the table and wolfed his meal in silence. Then when Thunder left the kitchen to take care of the chores outside and Clarabelle cleared the kitchen table, the killer drew his gun.
Hey, what's the idea?
Don't make a sound or I'll shoot.
Have you gone loco?
Sit down in that chair by the table and be quick about it.
But,
Do as you're told and don't try to call for help.
But-
Because if Thunder Martin walks in here, I'll shoot him.
are you no good, ornery skunk? This is the thanks I get for taking you in and feeding you.
Shut up! Now put your hands behind the chair. I'll tie them.
You won't get away with this. You. Ow!
Keep quiet. Keep quiet.
Oh, ah!
I'm gonna gag you with this towel.
Oh no, you don't.
I told you to shut up. That'll keep you quiet. Now tie your feet. Hold still. Now whether you like it or not, you're here to stay.
Well, the chores are all done, Clarabelle.
Get your hands up, Thunder.
Hey, what's the idea?
Get your hands up or I'll shoot the woman.
All right, don't hurt Clarabelle.
Leave your hands high till I get your gun. That's it.
What are you after?
The gold you found today.
Huh?
You're gonna show me where it is.
You overheard me when I came into the kitchen, huh?
That's right. I needed a meal, so I decided to wait a while before pulling the gun.
Well, you'll never get away with this.
If you'll lead me to the gold, you won't get hurt. If you don't, you'll stop lead. Get going.
Meanwhile, the Lone Ranger, Tonto, and Marshal Forbes found Shelby's runaway horse quietly nibbling at grass a short distance from the Sunflower River. After examining the animal's tracks, the masked man and Tonto realized what had just happened. Soon afterwards, they found Shelby's trail headed south on foot. Darkness was falling when they went out to follow it. Some distance south of the manhunters, Thunder Martin tried desperately to think of a way to escape Shelby. The creek where he had accidentally struck gold was west of the ranch, but Thunder headed east, hoping to meet a rancher or friend who could help him. After nearly 2 hours of travel, Shelby exclaimed,
That gold can't be this far from the ranch.
Well, you wanted me to lead you to the gold, didn't you?
I think you're stalling. And what's worse, maybe trying to lead me into a trap.
For what?
I know a sure way to find out where it is. We're going back to the ranch. You and Clarabelle Hornblow stepped outside the kitchen so you could tell her about the gold without being overheard. You must have told her where you found it.
No, Clarabelle doesn't know where it is.
I think she does. She'll talk too. Save your hide. Turn that critter around. We're going back to the house.
Get around.
Come on, get around. Get.
In the ranch house, Clarabelle had been struggling with the ropes that held her. By rocking her chair back and forth, she managed to move it close to the stove. Twice she burned her wrist painfully against the hot metal, but at last the singed rope broke as she strained at it. When she finally got her hands free, she took the gag from her mouth.
Now if I can untie my feet.
As soon as her feet were free, she hurried to the corral. Her favorite horse was gone.
That's no good. Thieving pokehead must have it.
Clarabelle quickly saddled another horse.
Steady, easier. The sooner I get to Marshal Forbes, the better. Get up there.
Clarabelle traveled cross-country to save time, and more than once regretted being without her palomino.
This critter's as skittish as a 2-week-old calf. Get up there.
As she neared the main trail, it was necessary to descend a steep slope.
Easy there. Easy.
The sleek black horse balked.
Come on, get up there.
Clarabelle coaxed, cajoled, and scolded. Finally, the horse started downhill.
Easy there. Easy.
Then, without warning, the animal lost its footing.
Oh, mercy. Oh, hell!
Thrown from the saddle, Clarabelle pitched headlong to the bottom of the rocky slope, where she struck her head against a small boulder and lay still. The curtain falls on the first act of our Lone Ranger story. Before the next exciting scenes, please permit us to pause for just a few moments. Do you have that one person in your family that is hard to shop for? A necktie? Well, that's a bit cliche. A new hat? Really? How many hats can one man wear? Golf clubs? Yeah, to go along with the 3 sets he already can't master. What to do? What to do? Have you heard the rumors about a peculiar new store offering strange and exotic wares? Rumblings of an establishment meeting the bizarre needs of extraordinary individuals? They're true. Introducing Terra Oddities, bringing you unusual gifts from around the world. Shrunken heads from the Amazon forest? We've got it. An ingot of gold from El Dorado, in stock now. Antiquities from the deep sea city of Atlantis, available every day. And now for our special listeners, genuine silver bullet cufflinks. Going fast, so don't hesitate. Another lackluster gift? Never again, because whatever you're looking for, oddly enough, Terra will have it. Now, back to our exciting story.
Whoa!
Steady.
A short distance away, the Lone Ranger signaled a halt and spoke to the Marshal and Tonto.
Jack, did you just hear someone call for help?
I thought I did.
Me hear it sound like woman.
Come on, we'll investigate. Come on, Silver.
A few minutes later, the Lone Ranger and Tonto and the Marshal approached the still figure lying at the bottom of the slope.
Whoa, Silver. Why, it's Clarabelle.
Lying unconscious. Looks like she took a header down the slope.
She must have struck her head when she fell.
Bad cut on forehead.
The masked man reached for Clarabelle's wrist to take her pulse. He saw the burns that she had suffered freeing herself from the ropes.
How bad's she hurt, mister?
I don't know, Marshal. Her wrists have been burned. It looks as though they've been tied.
Well, she could have fractured her skull.
I don't think so, but she may have suffered a concussion.
Me bandage cut on head.
Bandage her wrist too, Tonto.
Me fix 'em.
I don't savvy what she's doing out at this hour of the night. Traveling cross country over places, you ought to have more sense than to tackle. She's not as young as she used to be.
Kimosabi, maybe better doctor come. Him know how bad Clarabelle hurt.
I think you're right, Tonto.
Rafter H isn't too far from here. I'll go there and ask Thunder Martin to bring a wagon so she can be moved.
Good idea, Jack.
Whoa! Easy there. Easy. What about the doctor?
Tonto will ride to town to the doctor's.
Well, I'll be back soon with Thunder. Get up now! Get up!
Me hope Clarabelle not hurt bad.
I'll stay with her till you return, Tonto.
That good. Get him up, Scout.
While Tonto rode towards town and Marshal Forbes towards Rafter H, Thunder Martin and Shelby approached the ranch from the opposite direction. The scar-faced killer kept Thunder covered and watched him closely.
Oh, easy now.
They dismounted at the back door and entered the kitchen.
Inside. Don't try a fast move, Thunder.
Don't worry, Hey, Clarabelle's gone.
Gone.
She got away.
Here the ropes are tied her with. Yeah, somehow she managed to burn them off.
I'll bet she's gone for help. That means your scheme to get my gold won't work. You'll be in real trouble.
I hear a rider.
Yeah, heading this way. I told you Clarabelle went for help. Maybe that's Marshal Forbes coming to get you.
I'm not caught yet.
As Shelby spoke, he swung his gun barrel to the side of Thunder Martin's head. The big man slumped to the floor, unconscious.
I can't watch you and that rider too, so I'll tie your feet and gag you. That way you'll not make trouble.
Shelby worked fast. He tied and gagged Thunder and dragged him into the next room seconds before Marshal Forbes took rein in the moonlit yard.
Whoa!
From a place near the open door, Shelby watched the lawman dismount. Suddenly, the moonlight glinted on the star pinned to the marshal's vest. Thinking Clarabelle had told the law about him, the killer cursed softly. As the marshal hurried to the kitchen door, he fired. At the bottom of the slope where the Lone Ranger waited with Clarabelle, the stunned ranch owner groaned softly.
Take it easy, Clarabelle.
Where am
We found you here a short time ago.
Mister? Is it really you?
Yes, Clarabelle.
Well, I thought I was dreaming.
Tonto, Marshal Forbes, and I found you. What happened to your wrist there?
I burned him trying to get the ropes off. Well, you sure turned up at the right time, mister. Thunder and I need your help bad.
Who tied you?
A scar-faced critter who came to my place afoot, asking for a meal. I didn't want to turn a feller away who was down on his luck, so...
Wait, hold it. A scar-faced man? Is the scar across his forehead?
Say, how'd you know?
He's wanted for murder.
What? Oh, great sakes alive.
Tonto and I have been following him for some time.
He's at my place now, or somewhere around the place. He's captured Thunder and me, and if he's a killer, oh, poor Thunder.
Wait, tell me, did he rob you?
He wants to steal Thunder's gold claim. Mister, you gotta do something. Please, please save poor Thunder.
Marshal Forbes is on his way to the ranch now.
Oh, this critter's smart. He might be able to fool the marshal, fool him long enough to get the drop on him, and then kill him.
Clarabelle, I don't want to leave you. Tonto went to town to get...
I'm not feeling first rate, but I'll be a whole lot better if I know you're on your way to the ranch to help Thunder. I'll be all right here.
Do you have a gun?
No.
I have a spare one in my saddlebag. I'll leave it with you.
Then you'll go to the ranch?
Yes. Tonto will return with the doctor soon.
By the time the Lone Ranger reached the Rafter H, Marshal Forbes had managed to free Thunder Martin. The big mule skinner was bandaging the lawman's wound when the masked man dismounted at the back door. As briefly as possible, Thunder explained what happened.
I'd planned to go after that rattler as soon as I finished fixing the marshal's wound, mister.
Shelby gunned me and then rode away from here as if the devil himself were after him.
He has good reason to hurry away. He'll hang if he's caught.
He's trying to reach the border.
I'll go after him.
He's riding Clarabelle's Palomino. There. That takes care of your wound, Marshal. I'll go with the Lone Ranger.
I don't think he'll need the help, but Clarabelle does, Thunder. She's been hurt, thrown from her horse. We'll have to take a wagon to the bottom of Dead Man's Slope to get her.
Torn between his loyalty to Clarabelle and his desire to see Dade Shelby captured, Thunder reluctantly agreed to harness a team to the buckboard. A few minutes later, he and the wounded lawman left the ranch. Miles to the south of the ranch, the Lone Ranger's great white horse raced across the fields after Shelby. The outlaw's trail was clear and easy to follow in the brilliant moonlight.
Hi-yo, Silver!
The powerful stallion responded with a sustained burst of speed, maintaining a speed that brought him closer and closer to the fleeing killer. Presently, the masked man saw Dade ahead. The mighty Silver began to close the gap separating them. Shelby heard the thundering hoofbeats and turned to look over his shoulder.
You're finished, Dade!
Dade recognized the masked man as the Lone Ranger. In a sudden panic, he snatched his gun from his holster.
Turn back or I'll kill you.
I followed you all the way from Kansas.
You asked for it.
The frightened killer fired hastily. His shot was wide.
I'll get you.
Not unless you stop to take aim.
The Lone Ranger counted the shots. When the killer's gun was empty, he brought the racing Silver close to the Palomino. Then he grabbed Shelby. Both men hit the ground as Silver and the well-trained Palomino slowed to a halt. The Lone Ranger leaped to his feet.
On your feet, Dade.
I'm unarmed. I'm out of ammunition.
I have a new score to settle with you, killer.
What are you talking about?
Clarabelle, Hornblow, and Thunder Martin are friends of mine.
Friends?
Yes, that's right. Clarabelle's wrists are burned. She suffered a fall.
Now wait a minute, mister. I didn't know.
Ah, you're due for a beating.
No!
Killer's mouth gaped. He stepped back as the Lone Ranger stepped forward. His fist hit the point of Dade's chin.
That's the beginning. A minute ago you were going to kill me.
Oh, I got no gun.
Use your fists.
Forced to fight, Dade swung. The killer swung. The blow missed the masked man's chin and struck his shoulder. Then, the killer threw a jab that hit its mark. Then before he knew what happened, the Lone Ranger drilled a fist into his stomach. As Dade slumped forward, another blow hooked his chin. The killer went down.
Now, while you're unconscious, I'll tie your hands and make sure you're disarmed. Then, we're going back to the Rafter H.
It was nearly daybreak when the Lone Ranger reached the ranch with his prisoner. Doc Simpson was there with Clarabelle, Marshal Forbes, Thunder Martin, and Tonto. The masked man offered to help the wounded lawman take Dade to jail.
Well, I could sure use the help, mister. Doc's going with me, and if you'll travel as far as the edge of town with us.
I'll be glad to, Marshal. Clarabelle, I'm sorry you had all this trouble. I hope you'll soon be well enough to bake some of those fine apple pies you always serve Tonto and me.
Say, now that rattler's been caught, mister, I feel good enough to start a couple of pies right now. They'll be ready by the time you get back from town.
I'll hurry back. See you later, Tonto.
Me wait here, Kimosabi.
All right. Get going, Dade.
I'm going.
I hope they hang that sky.
Clarabelle say him try steal gold from you.
Well, that's right, Tonto. I struck it rich. Say, I have a little gift for you and the Lone Ranger.
Oh? What that?
I want the two of you to have the first of the gold I took from my claim. I've got some right here in my pocket. I didn't show it to Clarabelle because I wanted to give it to you and the masked man.
That plenty nice, Thunder.
Well, here you are. This is for you, and the other's for our masked friend.
You think this gold?
Of course it's gold. Look at the color of it.
No, this not gold.
Huh?
Me see this stuff many times. Lone Ranger say it's iron or copper. Pyrites.
Pyrites?
Fool's gold, Thunder.
Thunderation!
Me sorry, Thunder. Maybe you not want to take my word for it.
Why, you know a doggone sight more about it than he does, Tonto.
Fool's gold. No. Well,
Don't feel so bad, Thunder. That killer was a bigger fool about it than you were.
Huh?
He was planning to jump a worthless claim, and all he got for his trouble was a trip to the gallows, thanks to the Lone Ranger.
Hi-yo, Silver! Away!
Tonight's episode starred Brian Knobloch and Carlos Munguia as the Lone Ranger and Tonto. Additional voices were provided by Linda Collman and Tim Albaugh. Tonight's episode of The Lone Ranger is brought to you by the generous support of Terra Properties. Hard Road Theater Stage-at-Home radio serials is available on the Hard Road Theater Facebook page, our website, www.hardroad.org, and as a podcast through your favorite podcast provider, Apple and Spotify. Thank you for joining us today. I'm your announcer, Bill Sullivan. Have a good day, and please, be safe.